Hello, 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 hello. How is everybody doing? Hey, this is Auntie Yaa'S, and I welcome you to Auntie Yaa'S Book Corner. And we're speaking today about Stop the Procrastination. It's Auntie Yaa'S Nuggets. So, when we say procrastination, what do we mean? Well, it means putting off doing things that we consider unpleasant. Yes, because we feel we have a certain level of fear attached to that particular thing, and so we keep putting it off. And I don't know why. But you know what? I'm here today to talk about this because we need to know that when we procrastinate, we waste our own time. I have got such a revelation of the importance of using time wisely. You know, a lot of us, especially, I'm speaking to a particular group of people who come from where I come from. I think that it's time that we pay attention to some of these things. Because, you know, right now, today is September 22nd. It's even the 23rd somewhere else. It's not going to come back. This day is not going to come back until next year. And so, you know, because of our fears or certain attitudes that we have about the harshness, don't do this, don't do that, stay quiet, don't make waves. Oh, I'm too polite, I'm too well raised, I'm too timid to go push. No, let it go. It's okay, I'll be fine. Meanwhile, your life is taken by. Look, let's give you a classic example. I'm a woman, so I'll use an example that relates to women, okay? So, you are born into a family, you've been raised, you go to school. The next thing after graduating from school, of course, is to get married. Okay, so you had some goals. Let's say Agnes. Agnes was thinking of going to maybe nursing school, but then she's sitting around thinking that, oh, well, I don't know if I'll get in or not. There are certain steps that she needs to take, right? That she's not taking, she's just sitting around. But then her focus seems to be on, oh, maybe, well, I'm at the stage where I should get married. Well, if I don't do it now, even when I get married, I can still do it. Well, let me put it to you this way. So the marriage happens, yes. Within 2 years, maybe even within a year, child number one comes. Oh, I'll do it. I'll do it after I'm done with this child and they grow up a bit. 2 years later, child number two comes. Oh, I'm too busy now. And you know, my husband too is doing this here and I have to help him. And on the story goes. Before you know it, it's 3 kids later and you still haven't done it. What was the situation? Procrastination. You kept putting it off. You see, even in terms talking about procrastination here, some of these things should even have been discussed before the marriage that, hey, I have plans to do this or that. So, where does that fit into the scheme of things? When I was growing up and we were doing common entrance time, we learned a lot of what do you call it, similes and that. And you know, proverbs, what have you? Procrastination is the thief of time. It is. It steals your time, it steals your life, and it steals your joy because you're walking around feeling unaccomplished, unfulfilled, and you're frustrated. And then when you see other people who are doing well, you ask yourself, how are they doing it? How come they get to do it? They took the time to focus, plan their life, and start to take those steps. So it's not something that you can't do. Yes. You know, procrastination can be of a mild form, like situational. You are procrastinating about just that one specific thing, but other things you do it properly and on time. I get like that sometimes. We all do. But you say work, there's a project that you have to work on. You tend to do the easier ones first and then leave that one sitting there. Yes. But if you are suffering from chronic procrastination, we have a problem. Yes. Why do I say this? Because procrastinating, especially in the work setting, leads to poor performance because you are not managing your time very well, and it affects outcomes, right? Or results or expectations. You don't meet your goals. What can happen is that you might get a formal reprimand, formal discipline. And if the situation is so serious, even it can lead to you being terminated. So these habits, some of these habits, we need to open our eyes, shine our eyes, as we say, and take them more seriously. Yes. So how does procrastination affect you? It affects you in your job, like I said, right? And then in your relationships, you know, especially I'm talking to our young men here. Oh, I'm busy sowing my wild oats. Yes, because you've been raised to think that you're a tin god, so everybody is worshiping you. Oh, I'm sowing my wild oats. Oh, men will be men. Let them sow their wild oats. Let them do this and that. Meanwhile, there's some girl who's serious, and you are talking to her, you are chatting with her, you like her, but you are not really putting your foot forward. Oh, if I go in now, all my options will be cut off. Procrastination, and then she's sitting around, she can't wait. Mr. X comes along, he's ready, he's willing, he's all that she needs for a future partner, and she goes for it. What happens to you? You've lost out, and you keep sowing your wild oats because you refuse to be serious in life and make decisions, take decisions that will move you to the next level. So you're running around, running around. Yes, you are the most eligible bachelor in town. Before you know it, all the eligible bachelorettes are also gone. Why? Because you wouldn't take anything serious. You're running around sowing those wild oats and you just won't move. You're not planning properly. So those are some of the messes that we get ourselves into. And then the other thing is procrastination affects your goals. You are not focused, you are distracted. So you don't do things at the right time. I remember a family member telling me when I first came to live in Canada that, hey, this place is, what do you call it? It's fall now officially. Anyway, in this place, there's seasons. And if you were supposed to do something in winter and you don't do it, that's it. You have to do it next winter. Like I didn't get the concept. I'm probably not explaining myself well, but I get what he meant. Like, there's a time for everything. So if you're supposed to do something at this specific time and you don't, it's a missed opportunity. You have to wait or you lose that opportunity, and that's that. So think about it. If you're somebody who doesn't take initiative, take action. Like if let's give another example, shall we? You are in a job and you know it's a dead end job, it's stagnant, and you want to move. You know that you have the skills to go further or go to the next level. Meanwhile, you've heard that there's a position in the next town over 2 hours, 3 hours away. You're hemming and hawing, but you know that if you applied, you would get the job. You kept putting it off, putting it off, putting it off. There's always a closing date on these job applications, and then the time passed. What is that? A missed opportunity because you procrastinated due to your fear, lack of self confidence, what have you. You didn't push yourself to take that chance and say, hey, I'm going to go do it. So this is what happens. Yeah, so what are the signs of procrastination? Well, you prioritize lesser tasks. I said that before. When there's a major thing here to be doing, you're doing these small things around here, just wasting time because you don't want to get to the big one. You are it's put you in a panic. You don't know what to do, right? You don't know how to take it, where to take it. And then also you have no focus. You are all over the place instead of doing the one thing. Look, there's times you can't do everything. You need to pick one thing and hone in on it and just do it. That's all that there is. It's as simple as that, really. Sometimes we overthink things. That's where I'm coming from when I'm saying it's quite simple, really. And then also you find excuses to justify procrastination. Oh, well, for this reason, oh, for that reason, you keep talking. Let me give you a quote, okay? By Og Mandino. It says, action will destroy your procrastination. Think about that for a minute. Right. So, if procrastination, you're tempted, if there's a project, once you start to take action, take one little step. For me, if there's something to be done and I keep putting it off, When I said, okay, let me just take a little bit of it, chunk, just chip away at it. I take one and I feel happy that, oh yeah, okay, it's a big thing, but I've done this today. And then I write it down in my day book so that I know that, hey, I accomplished something. And it makes you feel good. You go to bed and you go, wow, I did this today. I did that today. Let me give you an example. Okay. Like for me right now, at this point in time that I'm filming this, it's evening where I am. Technically, I'll be saying, oh, I'm going to go get ready for bed and this and that. But these days, I've tuned myself into the fact that you don't need to become so rigid about time and, oh, it's time to go to bed, so I can't do this. I'm at home. I can do it now. I have to have that flexibility to make things work for me because I work during the day. So I'm here doing this. And I'm glad because lately I've come to that realization. For the past week or so, even it's not my alarm that wakes me up. I wake up earlier and then I'm laying around. So it's telling me that, I have so much to do that I'm starting to think, okay, get an early start on the morning, maybe 30 hour earlier, and then get stuff done. This is how you avoid procrastination because I would have put off this till tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. Weekends are busy. Who knows if I'd ever get it done? But here I am. So I'm doing it. That's my example. Yes. And also, you need to be like, organizing yourself. If you don't organize your time, you don't motivate yourself, you're not going to get anything done. There's self-help books. There's even videos you can watch or listen to when you have certain bad habits and you want to get rid of them. I think you seek knowledge about it, or I tend to do that. Oh, hey, what can I find out here? And you go and you look for the information. So you start to educate yourself. So, oh, okay, I'm procrastination. Let me find a little. You don't want to be watching 30, 50-minute long videos. Nobody has that much time, right? Short clips that give you the message. They give you the punchline and you run with it. Yeah. So, and also the reason why you are sign of procrastination, you're afraid, right? So you're holding on to the familiar. The example I gave about the guy who didn't go apply for the job that was in the next town and lost it. You always hold on to the familiar. Challenge yourself. What's the worst thing that can happen? Sometimes we need to take risks. Let's be adventurous. We are too stuck in a mode and we don't want to shift from it. Yes. The other thing too is that avoid distractions. Yes. Set time to get things done. Set time to get things done. Look, if you have to set time aside to do something, and maybe family members want to come over, you tell them, oh, at this time I'm working on such and such. So let's make it this time later when I've done the project. You need to set your boundaries and get things done. You're not pushing them away. You're just setting boundaries so that you can take care of what needs to get taken care of. Yes. And also, you can even get help with a therapist, a coach, mentor to help you. They'll look at what you're struggling with and give you some tips or guidelines to push you in the right direction. And also, you need to deal with whatever fear that is stopping you from taking decisions, and hence the procrastination. Nip it at the root. Yes. So I was going to give you another, let's see, or another quote by Napoleon Hill. Don't wait. The time will never be just right. Just do it now. It doesn't matter. Do it. And then don't let your want for perfection become procrastination. People procrastinate because they want everything to be perfect. Everything has to be lined up before I take that decision. You're wasting time. What if you are not there tomorrow to do it? What if something else comes up that takes you away? Okay, I've said quite a lot here. So let's stop the procrastination and get on with life. Life is too precious to waste time taken away, you doing nothing, hemming and hawing, wallowing in self-pity because you are not bold, brassy enough to take that decision that will get you to your next level. Listen up. If any of the things that I've said strikes a chord with you, contact Auntie Yaa'S Own It Academy. Yes, we do book coaching, life coaching, and women empowerment. Book coaching and publishing will help you write your story. Yes. And life coaching, we have a lot of situations that we deal with. I'm sitting here. I have my own struggles. I'm not perfect, not by any means. The beauty of it is when you have the courage to acknowledge that I have a problem and I need to take care of it by being bold enough to deal with it. Contact us by email at ownitbooks@gmail.com. We are here to serve and support you, and we'll be working with you to push you, fuel you, motivate you, empower you to get to that next level. So I'll leave it right here until next time. I thank you for listening. And yes, we'll be back another day with some other exciting topic for you. Take care, okay? Bye.